Hello and welcome. Welcome to your December 2021 TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. It's always such an honor and a privilege to be here to do these videos for you, and I do so enjoy doing the TarotScopes. So what is TarotScopes? What are TarotScopes? So TarotScopes are 12 videos, 12 individual separate videos with the same structure. So basically it's 12 readings that I do for each sign of the zodiac to give you a little bit of insight, a little bit of information, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of preparedness for the month ahead. And usually when I do the TarotScopes, I usually have a sort of the same reading that I do where we draw the same kind of spread, the same kind of layout. But this month I thought I would change it up a little bit because it is December. We are going into the last month of 2021. I can't quite wrap my head around that. It's crazy. The end of 2021. We're there. We've done it. And I'm one of those kind of people who believe that there's certain lessons and certain objectives and certain things that we have to go through during the year, that the universe, that spirit have laid out in front of us. And if we don't achieve, if we don't process, if we don't go through that, if we don't have the understanding, then maybe we carry it over into next year. And we're all carrying a lot, okay? Our shoulders are all quite heavy laden. So I want to help you to make sure that you're not carrying any excess baggage, any excess lessons, learning, objectives, and understandings into 2022. So, with that said, what I thought I would do with the TarotScopes for December is we're going to have a look at, like, for each sign of the zodiac, what was the main objective that you needed to experience, to learn, or to understand during 2021. We're going to look at where you are now, and we're going to look at where you're moving to. So we're sort of going to see that progression. And then I've got a couple of other things that we're going to do. So basically the idea here is that hopefully this particular reading is going to help you tick all the boxes for 2021, okay? Tick all the boxes to make sure that as you progress into 2022, that we're leaving all our baggage behind, that we've done everything we needed to, we've understood and processed and handled everything that we needed to, and that we are clear to move forward and to start 2022 off with a clear slate, that we've got nothing unresolved that we need to still handle as well. So it's about just eliminating a little bit of the baggage and clearing the way so that you can move into 2022 and have an awesome year, because I really am very confident that 2022 is going to be better than 2021. And we all know that 2021 has been better than 2020. We've had our challenges this year, there's no doubt about it. And we probably will have some more challenges going forward. But generally speaking, I think it's going to be awesome. So let me just take a minute here to explain TarotScopes. So it's done based on your sun sign. So whether you're an Aries, a Pisces, or whatever it may be, okay? And I record each reading with the intention that it be relevant and appropriate for your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. So those of you who are into astrology and know all of those things, you can go and read or watch or listen to those videos as well, those readings, to get additional information or insight. But typically, sun signs is sufficient, okay? So you know what your sun sign is. And if you don't, I'm happy to give you the little list of born between these dates, this is what your sign is, kind of thing. But it is always nice to know what your moon sign is or what your rising sign is. Google is your friend there, okay? Google will help you as to how to figure it out, how to get it, and what it all means. So do go and Google it for that information. But I create these videos with the intention to help you on those areas, on those aspects of yourself, for each sign of the zodiac. So each reading has the same structure. I'm using the same set of cards in the same format or the same layout, but obviously the information that I receive and that I read in the cards will be different for each sign of the zodiac. So I will flip the camera around so that you will see the cards, you will see the table, just to make it easier, so that it gives you something to focus on, and it saves me having to hold up a whole bunch of cards. I do hope that you enjoy your reading. I do hope that it helps you to tick all the boxes that December needs you to tick, so that we can go into 2022 better, ready, more prepared, all of those kind of things. And obviously this is a free service that I'm offering. All I ask in return is that you show your appreciation by giving the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done, please do click that subscribe button. And the other thing that you could possibly do if you want more interaction with me and more from me is maybe consider clicking that join button down there and joining the YouTube family. Basically what that means, it is a monthly subscription service that gives you all sorts of access to various services that I offer. One of them being free readings every Wednesday evening. So every Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. South African time, I do a live reading. You get to post a question and I answer for you on the spot. So do consider clicking that join button now. But anyway, let's get onto your reading. I'm going to flip the camera and let's get started. All right, Pisces, let's get into your reading and let's see what December 2021 needs you to know. Let's see what you need to do, achieve, and accomplish to see 2021 off on a good note. We're giving the cards a good shuffle, making sure that we clear past energies, making sure that we're connecting to Pisces energies, and just allowing the energies to flow as they should. I am working with the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. This is the deck that I'm working with this month. And I also have an Oracle deck over there, which we're going to work with as well. So Pisces, we're looking at 2021. We're looking at what was the objectives, what were the things that you needed to go through, that you needed to experience, that you needed to understand, and where are you at now and how to realign yourself so that we achieve everything that we need to, and so that we can go into, just cutting the deck, so that we can go into 2022 with a clear slate. All right. So I've got quite a few questions that I want to work through. Our first card that we're going to be drawing is to give us the overview of 2021. What was the objective that Spirit had set for you in 2021? Second card is going to answer the question of where are you at right now. So that was the objective of what you needed to do and achieve, and this is where you are right now. And our third one, which I'm going to try and stick in there, oopsie. Third one is going to be what is next for you. So this is where you are and this is where you're heading. We'll see how it connects to the objective. Our fourth card, which we're placing down the bottom here, is going to be what do you still need to do in 2021 to achieve the objective. And our final card is going to be the lessons and the experiences that you can take from 2021 into 2022. And then from our oracle, this is the wisdom of the oracle. Let me just give it a shuffle. So this one's a bit bigger than the other, so difficult to shuffle this one. But what we're doing with the oracle is we're basically saying to Spirit, right, we've got all this information in our reading. What other clarification, validation, confirmation can Spirit offer on the reading, just to help us make sure that we hear everything that we need to and achieve everything that we need to. Okay, so cards are shuffled. I'm going to cut the deck over there, and I'm taking that card off the top. How bright and beautiful are all these cards. I'm loving this month. Okay. So Pisces, let's get into your reading and let's find out what was the point of 2021. To put it bluntly, to put it mildly, what was the point? So this is the objective, and as I said to you, this is the objective set by Spirit. So as you came into 2021, what was the objective that Spirit had for you that all Pisces energy needed to experience during the year? And the card we have there is the moon. Oh, wow. So I have to say to you, Pisces, you are the last reading that I'm recording. Pisces is always number 12. The moon card has appeared so many times in the last 11 or 12 readings, but mostly it's come up in this position. So it's very interesting that yours is there. So let's explain the moon card. The moon casts shadows, the moon illuminates, but the moon illuminates in a way that's a little bit eerie and a little bit not open and honest, okay? The moon is about cycles. The moon is something that changes every single day. Every single day, it's in a different stage of its evolution. And every 28 days, it does a full revolution. The moon is about looking within our souls and seeing that parts of ourselves that we maybe don't like, that we're maybe not familiar with. But it's also about facing the things that we fear the most. And it's like something like a record that's on repeat. So, Pisces, this is Spirit saying to you, 2021 for you has been a year of facing your fears. It's been a year of you needing to look under the bed to see if there are any monsters there. It's also about recognizing that when you find the courage, the strength, and the conviction to do those things, to look under the bed, to face those fears, suddenly you see how not scary they are. Suddenly you see how easy they are to overcome, and how simple they are. And it's about, but when you hold on to that fear just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But as soon as you look at it, as soon as you shed light on the situation, suddenly you say, oh, but what was I afraid of? There wasn't anything there. So Pisces, if you look at 2021, if you think back to the last 11 months that you've had of 2021, how many times have you had to look? How many times have you had to look at your fears? How many times have you had to overcome your challenges? How many times have you had to dig deep to find extra energy and to find, function and purpose and opportunity? How many times have you been around the block? And I'm sure you'll understand what I'm saying, and that it's been a year. All right, it's been a year. So that was the objective. Now the next card across is going to give us an idea of how have you fared, how have you done with this objective, how well have you achieved. So let's have a look and see, Pisces. King of Swords, you know what? You slayer. King of Swords, you know what? I love this because the King of Swords is somebody who is so in control of their thoughts, so in control of their emotions, so in control of themselves. They know their worth. They know exactly what they're made up of. They know exactly what they're capable of doing, feeling, and achieving. And they're not afraid of anything. So this is confirmation, Pisces, that you've actually handled 2021 like a king, okay? You have actually handled it really, really well. So noddy badge and pat on the back for you. That is fabulous. But there's always a but, isn't there? Life is full of buts. All right, so what we're now going to look at, this third card across, is going to give us an indication of this place of comfort that you're in at the moment, this place of confidence where you are at the moment. Where's it leading you to? Is it leading you more there, or is it leading you in a different direction? So what's next for you? After you have arrived at this point, what awaits you further? So let's turn it over and see what we've got. Okay, we have got the card of Justice. Oh, wow. So this is interesting because Justice is a major arcana card, just as the moon is, but Justice is the card of karma. It's the card of recognizing that, whatever you reap, what you sow. These rules, these boundaries, these laws, these right and wrong. And it's about making swift decisions and also being held accountable for those actions. So this is interesting. This is telling me, Pisces, that 2021 has given you the opportunity. You've taken it. You've embraced it. You've grabbed it. The opportunity of overcoming your biggest fears, your biggest challenges, your biggest obstacles, coming out of it feeling quite confident and knowing that there are no negative consequences to your behavior, but also that there's such a fine line between right and wrong. There's such a fine line between good and bad. And you've learned that. Because of that moon card, you've learned that. You've learned that, you know what, being on the fence is okay, but one step in either direction and the world changes completely, that your scenario changes completely. So Pisces, I think this is actually pretty fabulous. I really do. From these two cards, I do get a really powerful sense of control, a really powerful sense of self-worth, a really powerful sense of accomplishment and achievement. Whereas the moon is all about a little bit scaredy cat, a little bit afraid, a little bit nervous. So it's interesting to see how you have shifted that energy quite dramatically. The question we have to still ask, though, is this a false sense of illusion? In other words, is this really who you are and what you're doing, or is this just a way of hiding fear, hiding insecurities, and hiding vulnerabilities? How do we know? We look at this card. Right, so Pisces, what we have here, our fourth card along. So at the time of recording these readings, it's towards the end of November, sorry, towards the end of November. We still have the whole month of December to get through. Remember, this is the objective for 2021. We're moving into 2022, and Spirit have given me really strong evidence that 2022 is going to be completely different. The energy of 2022 is completely different to what we know in 2021. So with this fourth card, the question that I was asking here is, what do you still need to do, experience, feel, and navigate in 2021? In other words, in December of 2021, what do you still need to process in this year, in this month, sorry, to make sure that we're not carrying any baggage or negative energy into 2022? So this card is actually going to give you confirmation of whether this is an optical illusion or if this is just something or someone that you're pretending to be because you don't want to deal with that. So if this card confirms that one, it means that this is an illusion. But if this card confirms those, then we're good to go. So let's have a look. What do you still need to learn, experience, and overcome in December of 2021? Queen of Cups. That is for these two. Just straight off the bat, let's say that. Queen of Cups, she's confident, but she's gentle. So we've taken that, I'm going to call it that hard yes or no attitude or outlook, and we've softened it a little bit. So this is something that you need to do in the month of December, Pisces. And interesting, can I just show you, Pisces? Look at your Pisces fish. Do you see them there? There's the two Pisces fish there, and these two Pisces fish there. So it's just confirmation that this is your card. Pisces, what you need to do, all right, before 2021 is finished, before the end of December 2021, you need to soften. You need to soften your outlook, soften your approach, soften your resolve, if I can put it that way, and recognize that you don't have to be so tough all the time. You don't have to be so black and white. You don't have to be so yin and yang. It's okay to blend and have a little bit of gray. All right. And that's what Queen of Cups is saying to you. She's saying to you to be more approachable, to be softer, to be more nurturing, to be gentler and kinder to yourself and to the people around you. And that is how because I think with these two, we went a little bit too far. And this is Spirit saying to you, right, pull it back just ever so slightly. We don't have to be so tough. We don't have to be so sharp. All right, we don't have to be so sharp. Let's soften the edges a little bit. And if we do that, we will be achieving our objective of 2021 really, really well. And therefore, making sure that we don't carry any of this energy into 2022. Okay. We have got one tarot card left. And as much as we understand what 2021 has been about, and as much as we can see that we've done well, that we've accomplished and achieved, and all of those kind of things, we don't want to waste the experiences, okay? So the last card here is basically the question we were asking is, from everything that we've experienced in 2021, what can we take? What can we hold on to as a memory, as evidence, as an experience, as anything? What can we take from 2021? What can we comfortably carry into 2022 that isn't going to have any negative connotations, or that's not going to weigh us down, or that's going to hold us back? So what can we take? What lessons, learning, and experiences can we take from 2021 and comfortably carry it into 2022? And we have the Six of Cups, which is fabulous. So Six of Cups is the card of reminiscing. It's the card of looking back fondly. It's the card of that says to you, you know what, we can look back at everything that you've accomplished in 2021 with pride, with, with happiness, with a little bit of like, wow, that was awesome. That was awesome. And I was so good, and I'm so amazing, and I'm so fabulous. So you can quite comfortably take that energy into 2022 and know that you have achieved so much, and you can be so proud of yourself. almost swore there, always wanted to say, so freaking proud of yourself. You really can be, Pisces. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of all that you've achieved and all that you've accomplished, because it hasn't been easy. You know, let's be honest, it hasn't been easy. You do need to soften a little bit, and once you've softened a little bit, taking into 2022, you can put that in your pocket. Put that pride in your pocket and be confident in everything that you have done and achieved. Awesome. Right. We have got one card left, and this is the Oracle deck. This is the Oracle card. So the intention when we drew this card was as validation, confirmation, and just some kind of clarification on the reading for you, for Pisces energy for 2021, moving into 2022. So let's see what Spirit wants to add. I love that. So you've got card 43, which is all about the deep knowing. The deep knowing and the deep understanding. We've got the moon, we've got planets, and is that a little owl? Look at it, isn't it gorgeous? And I think that card speaks really, really clearly to this card over here, because the deep knowing is saying to you that when you go into 2022, you can look back at 2021 with the deep knowing that you did well, that you did good, that you achieved everything that you needed to. Okay, that you achieved everything exactly as it's supposed to happen, and you have this deep knowing within your soul that you did right. And that is also this Justice card, because this Justice card is about doing right, is about doing the right thing at the right time, and in the right way, so you can beautifully, comfortably go into 2022 with the deep knowing that you've done good, that you've done well, and that this energy is staying in 2021. We're not carrying these lessons and these experiences into 2022. 2022 is coming on a completely different vibration, and it's going to be really good for you because of the way that you've handled it. So Pisces, quite exciting, isn't it? And I do hope that you're able to connect everything that I've just covered in some way within your life. I do hope that you're able to connect the dots and understand the message that Spirit have for you. And I do think and I do hope that this gets you excited for 2022, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be wonderful. All right. So Pisces, as always, love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.